It's Boston versus New York. It is game three. Boston takes it to avoid the sweep. But what we want to look at in this game is the absolute lack of tackling. I'm not here to tell you that no tackling is bad or that no tackling is good. I'm simply here to point out that this was a really close and competitive game that a lot of people liked to watch that resulted in an upset in which neither team really did much tackling. What we've been watching here while I've been talking is the first few possessions of this game minus some of the very early possessions that had bad stream footage with them. And from here on out, about the 3:30 mark or 4-minute mark, we're going to do 3 plays in a row watching how these offenses and defenses work where basically no one's trying to tackle. So here we go. 2-2 zone for New York. One defender way up high. Second defender coming in. 2 more defenders on the hoops. Really standard set in this sport. So how does Boston attack it? Ball carrier up top, drive in, block a beat, try to go for the tackle, but not really. That's kind of a half-ass swim move. The pass comes in, and now what? JJ's going to have to absolutely nail this receiver, probably from behind, in order to get a tackle off. Great positioning there from Boston, and that's an easy goal with absolutely all contact avoided. JJ's forced to go for the swat, can't get it. Goal for Boston. Very next possession from New York. We're going to watch it once at full speed, so JJ basically fakes right, goes left, dunks with absolutely no resistance. Boston here, running a 1-3. This is a defense that does not like tackling at all. 1 defender up high, 3 defenders down low. Basically what we're saying here is, hey, point defender, cover everybody ball carrying, including JJ, which is really hard to do. He fakes right, goes left, comes through, easy dunk. The person on the hoops is completely flat-footed. And besides that, New York is trying to do a screen push, which doesn't even work, but to avoid all possibility of a tackle there. So finally, the third possession, which again we're going to watch once at full speed. Boston does a good job changing the field here. Boom, shot, good goal from Peter Lawrence. So again, the 2-2 up top. This time, near side defender is going to be closer to ball to start. 2 defenders back on hoops. And as Boston goes down right, basically the second point defender should be playing like a free safety. Instead, they're way shaded far away from camera. That was a really floated pass. I think it should have been picked off, or at least the defender should be way closer to the receiver there. Instead, they work to that side of the field as the defender has to swap sides. Easy shot through the 2-2, which again shouldn't be open. So that's that. 3 possessions in a row with absolutely not only no tackling, but really no good attempt at a tackle. What we're watching now is at 5 times speed all the rest of the possessions until 20 minutes. Feel free to put me on mute, slow this down, watch all these possessions at normal speed. But what I really want to highlight here is that it is okay basically not to tackle in the sport in its current meta. You need to show that you are willing to tackle, but so many offenses are trying to pass around a defender or simply juking a defender that being good at tackling doesn't really gain you a whole lot if your beaters are doing a good job. In the same breath, if you are on defense, a lot of defenses are setting themselves up so that they aren't going to need to tackle. And I don't think coaches realize that's what they're doing. In a 1-3, you will never ever tackle. If you tackle in a 1-3 zone, it is because the offense made a terrible mistake. All they have to do is pass around your top defender, and then all 3 of your hoop defenders are completely flat-footed. The only other way that you can get a tackle off coming off those hoops, and this includes hoop defenders on a 2-2, is if you're sprinting out to a player who's receiving a pass, so A, either a terrible pass that floated and it allowed you to get out there, or B, already has his head of steam. And if they are faster than you and already moving before you are moving, then you are not going to get that tackle off. So again, I'm not here to say that we should ban tackling from the sport or that we need to encourage it more. I'm just pointing out that we've had some good games this season with basically no tackling, and I don't think anybody noticed.